Hi guys, it's Machaela and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my top 5 favorite concealers. If you're new here, hi, I do videos focusing on beauty and lifestyle, and as of late I've been doing a top 5 series in every category. I share my top 5 favorite products of each category. So far I've done foundations and primers. I will leave the playlist linked down below if you're interested, but let's go ahead and get started. My concealer preferences are, I used to like more lighter coverage concealers, but as I've gotten a little bit older, as time has gone on, my under eye circles have just gotten a little bit too dark for a light coverage concealer to really do the trick. But I still have a couple in here that I really like when I am just wanting to go a little bit more lightweight with them. Let's go ahead and start in with my NYX Bear With Me. It's their concealer serum. I really like this. This is a newer favorite. I haven't had it very long in my collection, but I love it. I love taking it with a brush and tapping it right underneath my eyes. I got the shade, it's a little bit darker, not dark for me, but darker than kind of what my preferences used to be. I used to go like at least a shade or two lighter on my concealers, but now I prefer a shade closer to my skin tone. This here is in the shade, let me see, it's just in the shade Light. I really like this one. I think it's great. It's an affordable price point. I was in Ulta one day, got it on a whim before I realized how popular it is, and I agree that this is definitely, it's popular. It is amazing. It looks wonderful on the skin, and again, I love the way it looks. The next one I have, it's a little bit of an older one. I just have a mini of it, but it's the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. This was my #1 go-to concealer for a long time. I'm actually almost out of this, but this is just, it's one of those that it's super lightweight, but it's super hydrating, doesn't get into fine lines. The only issue I have with it is, again, it's not very full coverage. It is more of a light coverage concealer, and let me see, I think the shade name, I could be wrong on this. I don't think this has a shade name on it, but I believe the shade is 20B. Again, don't quote me on that. I'll leave the exact information linked down below. But again, I love this concealer when I am wanting something more lightweight. This is my go-to. I haven't decided yet whether or not I'm going to pick up the full size of it once this is empty, but I do have my eye on it to possibly repurchase, because this one here, it doesn't have a lot left, so I have my eye on it. Maybe I'll keep my eye out for a sale. Again, I love this for when I'm wanting to go more lightweight. Another type of concealer I love is a stick concealer. Now, I would have put in my Project Pan concealer, the Benefit Boing, in this collection of stuff here, but I don't believe they're making it anymore, so I didn't want to share anything you guys couldn't get your hands on. But this next one here is the Jouer Essential High Coverage Concealer Pen. This one, I honestly just feel like, I just feel very like, I don't like the word bougie, but just kind of, I feel bougie with it. Again, not my favorite word, but I love how the angle of it just gets right underneath my eyes. I love how I can blend it out with either a sponge or a brush. I love stick concealers for the sake of, 1, they're fast, 2, you get the perfect amount each time. You don't have to worry about having to blend too much. You can easily build them up to the coverage that you want, and I just like the way this feels on my skin and the way it looks, and again, I feel very luxurious when I use this concealer. The last 2 concealers I have are very affordable. The first one, it was my #1 concealer for a long time, and it still is one of my favorites. It is the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. This shade, I got this when I was in my Let's Do My Concealer 1 to 2 shades lighter than my skin. So right now it's a little bit light for me. I should probably get a darker shade, but I love how it's just so creaseless underneath the eyes. I love how it brightens the under eyes. I love how I can just kind of sculpt my face, cover up what I want, and just, it really gives me a brighten effect. And every time I use this concealer, I cannot get enough of it. I absolutely love this, and it is for a super affordable price point. Another concealer, and again, this was just one of those ones that I kind of stumbled upon one day. I bought it, didn't really think too much of it, and ended up loving it. It is the Covergirl. It's the TruBlend Undercover Concealer. When I bought this, I have never seen a concealer that creases less than with this. It covers me in all of the right places. It brightens my under eyes. I feel like this, when I bought this, I'm like, wait a minute, I may have just topped my Colourpop Pretty Fresh Concealer. And these two are very, I don't want to say they're comparable to one another, but I love them just as much. Even maybe this one a little bit more. And by the way, shade reference I got in the Colourpop one is the shade Fair 10N. I am a light complexion, so if I were to repurchase this, I would probably go a little bit deeper in the shade. And then the shade match I got for this one would be, again, I'm not sure. Oh, it's Light Ivory. The shade Light Ivory is this one. And again, I like it. It's just a basic doe foot applicator, which I'm not mad at. I love the coverage. I love how creaseless it is, and I just love the blendability and how flawless it makes my face look. And it is a little bit brightening. I like the shade match better in this one, but even then I'd go a little bit deeper. And that is everything I have for my top 5 concealers. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Would love it if you were to stick around. Again, I do videos focusing on beauty, lifestyle, and I myself am a Christian, and I try to do a lot of Christian content on my channel, and am wanting to move more into that as time goes on. So if you're a Christian, if you love beauty and you love lifestyle, I'm your girl. Yeah, I will see you in the next one. God bless, and bye guys.